Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's daily free winner show, brought to you by who? The best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, SportsMemo. Before Dionne and I, by the way, good morning, Cutie Pie.
Good morning, Buttercup. Happy Tuesday.
Buttercup and Cutie. We're changing the name from the First Family to the Buttercup and Cutie Pie Hour. No, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday
It's
to you.
a great day. You know, I get to wake up with you, the love of my life, and every day before we start the show, I give my wife a kiss, and she said, "Oh, you got lipstick on you." I said, "Oops, my secret is out." But it's already Tuesday. We're having a great day. It's going to be a great show. Before Dionne and I bring on our special guest, we have a very special Tuesday guest for you, and we'll give out all of our free winners for today's card. We got some exciting things to tell you about. First of all, my friends, as you know, baseball is just around the corner, and we at Sports Memo, we know that saving your money is just as good as making your money. So for a limited time, follow any of us winning cappers. The entire MLB campaign, just $6.99. Go over to Sports Memo. I would love it if you follow myself or Dionne or our great guest today, because he is a winner. But any of the great cappers over at Sports Memo, guys, whether you bet $5, $50, $500, or $5,000 a game, this is an investment that will pay for itself in no time and then bring you back for right away. You know, long-term, short-term, intermediary, you know, it will bring you back a return on your investments, short, medium, and long-term. Yes. I promise you that. Dionne, we have some other exciting things to talk about.
We do. You know what today is?
Today's I Love You Day?
It is. Today's I Love You Day.
Today's I Love You Day.
It is. But it is also $2 Tuesday. Myself, JM Sports, and Rocky Atkinson are featured cappers for the $2 Tuesday special. You can get any one of us for just $2 a piece, or you can get all three of our big winning plays for just $5.
That is amazing.
$2 Tuesday. And thanks to Sports Memo, Tuesdays aren't just meant for tacos.
I love that. I love it. I love it, guys. Only at Sports Memo do we want to show you the wonderful people that support us. Great customer appreciation. $2 Tuesday. You get three great cappers, $2 a piece. But honestly, go for the $5. For $5, you get three big winners from three documented winning cappers. It is worth it. And like Dionne said, Tuesdays ain't just for tacos anymore. What else do we got, baby doll?
We have a special guest today who's making a nice appearance today.
Absolutely. We also have another special, though.
We do. We have the rest of college basketball straight through the final seconds of the title game for $99 for either myself or Joey. This is a deal. $99 gets you the rest of college basketball for either one of us.
This is a steal. Trust me, you take advantage of this, it will pay for itself on day one. But trust me, you might be wanted by the law because you're going to go to jail for larceny. This is a steal, not a deal. Now, guys, we have a great show today. We have free winners in both NBA and NCAA basketball, but we have a special guest that has the remedy for all your sports betting ailments. The doctor has made a house call. The doctor is in, Dr. Chuck. Welcome, doctor. Happy Tuesday to you.
Good morning, guys. I'm hoping that the reason that I've been in a downswing is because I've not been on this show. So let's get back at it with some morning D'Amicos.
Well, Doc, the morning D'Amico's. That's a cup of Joe. Doc, you know, I see you quite a bit on the leaderboard, and I do love your integrity and your transparency about having tough days. I had a tough night last night, but I know I'm going to turn it back around today. But I love your integrity, and that's something we get here at Sports Memo that you don't see in a lot of other places, Doc.
It's been bad. There's nothing I can say, but it's been bad. I'm not gonna. What am I gonna do but run from? I mean, the 2 weeks turned into 4, turned into 6, turned into 8, and actually, I'm glad I'm on the show because I'm grateful to you two because I've had people reach out to me, you know, the nicer ones that are kind of giving me the attaboy, and they have said that they picked up your packages to hopefully temper some of my losses, and so I'm extra grateful to you guys because. That helps me a little bit so that they don't hate me completely because they're like, well, Joe's at the same site that I got this joker. So,
well, no joker. I'll tell you this, Doc, you know, one of the greatest all-around ball players of all time, if not the greatest, Willie Mays. You know, he used to go, I know a lot about Willie Mays. He's my father's favorite ball player. So I knew a lot about him growing up. You know, there's no question he's one of the 3 or 4 greatest all-around baseball players that ever lived. Yeah. But he was famous for every once in a while getting in his head and having a bad couple of days. But as the great ones do, they pull it out, Doc, and you are one of the great ones. So let's get started with the free winner today, and then we're going to tell everybody about what we got to get excited about, what you got on the board tonight. But you have a free winner, and I know that sports fans, prior to the shows, we get our stuff together and in order hours before. And it's only like 6:30 a.m. here in Vegas. I'm telling you, the Roosters aren't even awake yet. But I wanted you to know that the doctor and I said, well, I got this. Dionne's got that. He says, well, I like that. And then he came out with a play that I liked. So, guys, the doctor's got a free play for you. Then he's going to tell you about it. Then we're going to find out what else he's got going on today. Doc, take it away.
Well, as many people have been saying with regards to how it's been going for me, MLB is just around the corner. Thank God they struck a deal. No matter what, if there's a DH in the NL and some of the other things they snuck in there, there's going to be baseball. And so we may have a light at the end of the tunnel here. But I also thank goodness that there's other tournaments besides NCAA, because somehow the Basketball Classic and the CBI, we've been crushing. So we have that going for us, and we're off of a 2-0 night on that. But we are looking at is the Knicks tonight. So they're playing the fourth time against the Hawks this season. And Joe and I mentioned off air, this might just be the Hawks' kryptonite, although playing defense kind of is the Hawks' kryptonite. And so I'm going to take the Knicks at home to sweep the Hawks, get the +1.5. I would sprinkle the money line, or maybe not even sprinkle, just take it as your regular play. All three of the previous games John Collins was in. Not only is he important on offense, he scored about 50 points and had 25 boards in those 3 games, but he's good on the defensive end too. Bogdan is also questionable. And so keep an eye on that to see if it moves. He's not really a guy that should move the line, but the Knicks defensive efficiency is top 5. They're even better at home in the 100 to 105, 106 defensive efficiency range. The Hawks are putting up like a 120. It's close to the worst defense in the league. Not good when they're not healthy. Lou Williams is also out just for personal reasons. The Trae Young that, put those MSG fans to bed last year in a pompous way is kind of getting his medicine served to him this year. And I think he will for the 4th time. I just think there's too much value. When people think the Knicks, they want to fade them. When people think the Hawks, they don't remember. They might even remember they just beat the Grizzlies. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But also Bogdanovich scored 30 points in that game. John Collins was in. So, you have to take into account some of this stuff, and maybe people see that the line looks like they're begging how I can get Trae Young and the Hawks and barely even lay a point. Yeah, it stinks. I think the Knicks win this and maybe as easily as they kind of have the other 3.
There you go. The doctor prescribes the New York Knicks for all your ailments, guys. He's got some other things he wants to tell you about that he's going to prescribe to all those sports betting ailments that you got, guys. I love him. God, I love him. He's laughing in the back room. I want him to come back on and tell you why he's turning things around today for you, and you need to follow him. Doc, please.
Well, I love you guys because it's like I've been posting Mr. Brightside lyrics on my Twitter because goodness gracious. I've never seen such a struggle. And so I have to be able to get out of this at some point. And right now, through the rest of this week, I believe that MLB early bird deal is still available. It's $6.99, which is kind of insane because I think it's about $10.99 or $11.99 normally for the whole season. That's every play now through the World Series. And if you follow me on Twitter, if you've had my baseball packages in the past, I make about 1,500 plays. Drew Martin says, boy, this guy is high volume. But we were up 210 units last season. All told. And we had some epic days out there. We have different systems in MLB that are a little more trustworthy than what we've done in college basketball this past few weeks. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I think we can especially jump out of the gates ahead of some of these rule changes and really start off well and keep it going all the way through November.
There you go. Guys, go over to SportsMemo. The doctor is going to get you paid today. And honestly, he's up over 200 units last baseball season. And guys, he is waiting. He's salivating for this baseball season. Go use that discount. That's $6.99. It's almost twice that any other day. This is a limited time, so we urge you to take advantage of it right away. Doc, would you stick around for a little while Dionne and I give out some free plays?
Can't wait to hear him.
You got it. Sit. We'll be back in a minute with the doctor. Now, Dionne.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Guys, we've been up since midnight. 2 pots of Italian coffee. 2 pots of Italian coffee. So bear with us. I'm wearing lipstick. Well, shh, don't tell nobody. We're having some fun. We got the doctor here. Sports fans, Dionne is doing some great work, and she is featured on $2 Tuesday today. But she wants to tell you about a few other things she has going on, and she wants to give you a big free winner for today's card. Dionne, please.
All right. Well, as Joey has said, I have been a fixture on the college basketball leaderboard since the first day of the season. My 5% plays are over 66% this past year, and my $2 Tuesday plays are also 66%. They both come together here as one of my strongest college basketball plays this season is also my 5% play for my $2 Tuesday. I am excited to announce I have my Sweet 16 high roller play for just $2 for my $2 Tuesday game. Join me here and let's make the Sweet 16 the sweetest 16 ever.
Just because you're involved is the sweetest ever.
I know.
Oh, shucks. Dionne, can you tell everybody? I love her. Dionne, can you tell everybody what you got going on with your free play tonight? Because I know everybody's anxious.
Sure. So since mid-January, Texas El Paso has been one of the hottest teams in college basketball. The Miners finished the regular season on a 10-4 straight-up run, going 9-4 against the spread. They have played well in the postseason too, going 2-1 straight up and against the spread. While Southern Utah looked very strong in league play, I think we would all agree the Big Sky isn't the toughest conference out there. They have a good offense, but they have to face a very stingy Miners defense. And their weakness certainly is their defense. This is the matchup they will surely miss their top scorer, Tevian Jones. Look for UTEP's athletic trio of starting guards to control the pace here with their D, while their D does the rest. Here's some against the spread numbers for you. The Thunderbirds are 4-12 the last 16 following a straight-up win, 1-4 the last 5 on the road versus teams with a winning home record, and 1-7 the last 8 as a road underdog. So I'm going to go ahead and take UTEP here.
The First Lady of Vegas is take Texas El Paso -4. She's made a believer out of me. I know she's made a believer out of you. Go over to Sports Memo right after this show. $2 Tuesday. Get her play for $2. Honestly, get all 3 big winning cappers, JM, Sports, and Rocky Atkinson. He's the heavyweight champ of handicapping, Rocky Atkinson, and the First Lady for $5. Yeah, I hear Chuck laughing in the background. We got some other stuff to tell you about.
Me too. I know you have a free play for everybody today, and I am excited to hear about it.
Well, sports fans, I want you to know, Chuck talked about transparency and integrity in the first segment, and I too. It's very important that we talk about tough days. For guys like Chuck and myself, they're fewer and far between, and we have to bring out those tough days. And last night was a tough night in the NBA for yours truly. But I bounce back here today and get everyone paid with my legendary NBA Crash the Boards play. Join me here as I redeem myself with this proven moneymaker. We crush the books, crash the boards. It's available right now. Guess what? Sports Memo, $7. I put up, normally this play would be at least $25. I put up to $7. I want to say I'm sorry about last night and get everybody paid and redeem myself today because, guys, redemption is important to me. Guys, I do have a free winner for everyone. Chuck and I talked about this over the last few hours and just before the show. Sports fans, one thing the Bucks do not like to do is lose. They are currently tied for second place in the East, and trust me, they want that top seed badly. They come off an embarrassing 19-point loss. Let me try that again. I'm tongue-tied. She's tickling my leg under the table. They come off that 19-point embarrassing loss at the Timberwolves on Saturday. Well, they've had 3 days to think about that humiliating defeat, guys. Please take note that the last several times they dropped the game, they've come back not just to win, but to win big. Knowing the Chicago Bulls are a team that they will most likely see in the postseason, they want this victory here tonight. They want that mental edge going into the postseason if they match up with them, guys. And why not? They've taken 9 of the last 10 meetings in this rivalry straight up, covering 6 of those 10. This includes the most recent about 3 weeks ago. With Chicago coming off a big win last night against Toronto, I look for them to be in a serious letdown mode here today, as the last time they won a game, they not only lost the next one, they lost the next 3 in a row, both straight up and against the spread. This team has been point spread poison for most of the season, and things are getting worse lately, guys, as they have only covered 2 of their last 11 outings. They're also 0-5 ATS their last 5 versus teams with a winning percentage over .600. 5-16-1 ATS the last 22 on the road. 5-16 ATS the last 21 as a dog. Take Milwaukee here. Milwaukee wants this victory. They know they may face this team later on, and trust me, that sour taste from the other night is in their mouth. Then a few days to think about it. The Bucks with a vengeance today. Guys, let's bring Chuck back on. We got a few announcements to talk about. Dionne, what do we got to talk about?
Don't forget, today is $2 Tuesday. Myself, JM Sports, and Rocky Atkinson are featured cappers for the $2 Tuesday special. You can get any one of ours for just $2 a piece, or you can get all three of our big winning plays for just $5.
$5.
It is a steal.
Get a taco and 3 big winners for $5, guys. What else, baby?
We also have that huge discount still going on. The rest of college basketball straight through the final seconds of the title game for just $99 for either Joey or myself.
And guys, don't forget, America's pastime just around the corner. Take me out to the ball game. MLB is here. It is upon us. Don't wait till just before the season starts because this price will double. Myself, Dionne, Dr. Chuck, $6.99, plus any of those great cappers. The best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet are at SportsMemo. Any one of those guys will make you money during baseball. Just take your pick of any one or maybe more than one because for this price, you could certainly afford more than one because find somebody that really you have an attraction that has an appeal for you, that speaks your language. I would love it for it to be me or Dionne or the doctor. But guys, somebody on SportsMemo has just what you're looking for. They speak your language. Follow them, $6.99. It will pay for itself in no time.
And you know what else?
What else?
I'm going to be betting it in my heels.
Oh, betting in heels. Did you see her shirt?
Yeah.
Betting in heels. I love it. I love our good friends over at Sports Betters Tees. That's sports_betters, BETTORS_tees. Go over and see them on Instagram. They got the best gambling shirts anywhere. Guys, before I run down today's free winners, let me tell you, we'd love it if you went to the SportsMemo YouTube channel. It takes 2 seconds. Just subscribe. There's nothing more to do. Just subscribe, like it. Tons of free content from this show. We're going to be doing a baseball show. Our buddy John Ryan does a ton of content. Also, go to the SportsMemo Twitter page. Like it. Follow it. The best collection of cappers on the planet are where? At SportsMemo, your one-stop sports betting shop. I'm going to tell you this. You get tons of free winners. You get trends. You get streaks. You get angles. You get futures. Lots of great stories over there. Also, follow Dr. Chuck at Dr. Chuck RX. Dionne, what is your Twitter?
I am the first lady of Vegas. And you are?
And I am your husband. And I am at Joe D'Amico wins. Let me run down the plays real quickly. Doctor, what did you have for everybody today?
We had the Knicks plus 1.5. We get the best line and maybe even, look at that money line if it gets a little lower.
He's got what ails you. I'm telling you, he's got the remedy. Dionne, what do you got for everyone?
I am taking UTEP -4.
And I am taking the Bucks minus the 6.5. Sports fans, it's about that time again. Dionne, would you take us out of here?
So don't forget to tune in every day this week for special guests and a ton of free winners as Kevin Thomas, Don Buster, Ronald Cabang, Ross Benjamin, and of course, Pavlos Laguertos will be stopping by. One day I will get his name right. I promise you that. And on behalf of SportsMemo, Dr. Chuck and us, this is the first family of Vegas.
Everybody out there, good luck and have a winning day.